centuries, the Bourbon French and the Austrian Habsburgs have... Ah, I fell in the hole. Oh no, that's not good. I wasn't supposed to fall in the hole. No, no, don't escape. Okay, get back in there. Get back in there, you... Get... Oh, you... Get... No. For centuries, the Bourbon Habsburgs and the Bourbon French and the Austrian Habsburgs have fought each other now. I better start this quickly before that guy goes and starts something. So the Bourbon French and the Habsburgs, they're like fighting each other, and the Joseph II, he died, and now his daughter is the new not the Empress, the Archduchess of Austria, and so Prussia and France, they went to war with the Austrian Habsburgs, and well then Prussia won and they took Silesia. Now France and Austria are facing off, and the Austrians have sent a large invasion force of France, and here it is. And if either side achieves a decisive victory, then that could mean whether did the French win somehow? Oh, I don't think that's what happened historically. Okay, well, despite being... Oh, no. No. Crap. Well, I guess we can just pretend that that particular Frenchman died of disease or something. Sort of got stuck in the machinery. I'm not gonna... Okay, well, that's a real shame. Now I gotta... Okay, yeah, I gotta collect all the guys that died and then escape before any of the French soldiers do. Okay, I think that's... Oh, gotta get those guys there too. Oh, maybe I should have just done it like this, that way. Okay, well... So that went very well for the French. They managed to defeat the Austrians despite being outnumbered. And let's see, so here are the casualties, but obviously, like in a real battle, not all of those guys would die. Now, so last time I tried out this machine, and this part I think worked, but that... Okay, now... Ow. That... Well, I mean, that did not work, but I don't know if they fixed it, but hopefully... Okay, how would that even display? Because if there's... Okay. If we assume, I don't know how many percent of these guys survive, that's still... You're not going to be able to display that on a simple 2-number thing. I'll have to... Okay, so there's no possible way that's going to work, is what I'm thinking. They're going to have to, like, double it in size or something. So I'll have to talk to them about that. We'll just see what it ends up displaying. Or if it displays anything, because last time it didn't display anything. And it displays 61, whatever that means. Hey, are you... Okay. That is not right. Okay, well... Somehow both sides have ended up with more soldiers than they started with, and that is not right. And it keeps adding more. Oh no, that is just... Okay, this is really confusing. This machine... Are you just gonna click forever? This machine is clearly very broken. I think, how did it get more soldiers? Okay, well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give... Oh, let's see, how many... now I gotta think to myself, how many soldiers did the French start with? They started with, like, I think 26? How do I... This is not right. Okay, well, first of all, the French somehow won, and the Austrians started out with like this many soldiers, right? Yeah. And the French, they started out with this many soldiers. Then all of the Austrian soldiers died. Okay? All of them died somehow. And then three French survived. So those are the ones that survived. Here's are the ones that survived for the Austrians. Now, here are the ones that somehow came out of nowhere. Now, I don't... That is... Yeah, something went wrong here. So, if... I should have tested this out, but I thought the villagers said it would work this time, so okay, but here's the thing, I don't know how the machine works, so I don't know what caused it to go wrong, so I don't know what the correct answer is, but here you can see there's a lot more Austrians that came out of nowhere than there are French, and I think maybe that's because the French won, so, let's see, so I'm gonna say, well, let's see, if we subtract this 4 from that, then we get 9, and if we subtract this 16 from that, and then we get 12. Okay, that looks reasonable, I guess. Okay, well, the French have defeated the Austrians, which is not how this played out historically. That's, but, okay. I was thinking that the French were gonna beat the Austrians. I mean, that the Austrians were gonna beat the French, because the Austrians outnumbered the French, but they managed to actually defeat the Austrians. Okay, so that means that these 12 Austrians get pushed back to Metz. And, okay, I don't know. I guess I forgot to do that. Okay, so the French have beat the Austrians, and I guess that's I've got to figure out what happens next, because what I was thinking was going to happen was that the Austrians were going to beat the French, and then the Prussians, worrying that the Austrians would continue to conquer France, then they would invade Bohemia to make sure that Austria isn't able to retake Silesia. But this never happens in this new timeline, because the French won, so the Prussians don't have to worry about the Austrians taking Silesia, because it's looking like France is winning, so they're not going to re-enter the war on the side of France, because like they didn't take anything in the Second Silesian War, they just did it to make sure the French won, and it's looking like the French won without Prussian support, so I'm gonna really have to think about what happens in this new alternate timeline where the Second Silesian War never happens, and this was totally unplanned. Like, there's no... I mean, I guess I could have just, like, set it up repeatedly so that, just done it until the French won, but that is not what I did. Okay, so next time, I'm gonna get the villagers to fix this, to make it so... Because that is clearly 6... I mean, there's no way it could display a correct result, but 61 is definitely not a correct result, so I'm gonna have to get this fixed, so I'm gonna have to tell the villagers what happened so that they can fix the machine. and also have them like make this twice as big. Like, so last time it didn't display anything, but now it is displaying something, but it's displaying 61, and that's, I don't think that's the villagers' fault, because it's like a battle between like the two largest countries of at the time. Well, not, I mean, like obviously there's like but like two of the largest armies in Europe. The French had the largest army in Europe at the time. So I mean, I guess the villagers just didn't anticipate that. So, but I'm gonna have to make them make that twice as big. Okay, and then I'll have to. I don't know what happened here. Obviously, like, what do they have the? They must like have like an entire like library of every unit of every country's soldiers, and then because I figured how that chest worked is it would send some soldiers down, and then from those soldiers it would send a percentage of them back up. I just figured that's how it works, but it sent more than all of them back up. So I don't know, maybe. Oh, you know what might have happened? Maybe the villagers, they might have been like testing it out, and then they like just had the soldiers in there. I don't know, but it went very wrong. So, well, I'll see you next time when we'll see how this battle continues. It's the second side. If the the second Silesian War, if the second Silesian War didn't happen. That's a complicated thing to say, but what if Prussia never did the second Silesian War? Yeah. Bye.